Hello, yes, it's me again. I just wanted to talk a bit more about the closure of Bootham Park Hospital and the consequences that that's had for me recently. Um, First of all, I don't think I needed to go into hospital anyway, but I'll I'll save that discussion for a bit later. Um, the thing is that I've included an article here about the closure of Bootham Park Hospital, and several people are complaining about it. I do think that for a hospital to be closed within 6 days, with 6 days' notice, is terrible. And especially it was just when the Tees Valley people took over. It was right at the beginning of that thing. The first thing they seemed to do was close Bootham Park Hospital down. Now, having been to Roseberry Park Hospital, that used to be St Luke's apparently, which some of the staff who were working there said did have a certain charm that has been lost. And I have to say that you will see from one of my videos includes a view of Ward 1 and some of the recreation hall at Bootham Park Hospital, and it was, there was a sense of amelioration of the difficulties or recompense for the trouble you were in through the sort of daft architecture of like a stately home, and like that did help actually. It helped because you're at the bottom of the pit with everything, really, when you're in that sort of trouble, and may have created some people's added to some people's delusions of grandeur. I don't know, but I remember once it was the summer there, and the French doors were open in Ward 1, and we were all in and out playing tennis, and it was lovely. We were so close to town as well. I mean, that's the thing, so near to the shopping facilities, so you could go for a walk and it would be fine. And again, that's something that happened at Roseberry Park. There was nowhere really to walk to, but apart from the very local shops, but that were just a small front of about 6 or 7 shops, mostly fast food places. But the other thing was, at Roseberry Park Hospital in Middlesbrough, the staff wouldn't let you go out after dark, or wouldn't take you out after dark even. Now, when we're at Bootham Park Hospital, we're allowed into town on a night time. As long as we were back by 11 or 12, we were allowed out, and accompanied as well. The time wouldn't stop at 5 p.m. or 4 p.m. in the winter. And the staff at Roseberry Park Hospital were complaining if it was raining, oh, we're not going out in this rain and everything. They were very much, it was very much as though you were a statistic, really, an ant even. You felt like an insect in there. That's how you felt. You felt like an insect, not as a person, and you weren't treated with any dignity whatsoever. The staff were overworked. They had 4 days of 10-hour shifts, and they had nowhere really to kind of, they hung around in the staff room most of the time, and they took no interest in the patients. Not all of them. There were some of the older ones actually, who were doing all the body work and going to get the sugar and the coffee, and a lot of the older members of staff were actually better than some of the younger ones, who actually treated you absolutely disgracefully. So I'm not exaggerating when I'm saying that some sort of recompensive charm of sort of being in a stately home type building with nice furnishings or whatever is actually really good, and necessary even, to help you through a mental health crisis, I think. Especially things like depression as well. If there's a tinge of depression attached to it, that kind of thing can really lift you. and your surroundings are important. The staff, you know, I mean, as I say, I've got loads to say about the Tees Valley thing, but you know, I didn't know the area. No one could come and visit, or you know, there was begrudging visits. No, well, not by everybody actually. My auntie did come and visit quite a lot, but some you know, some people were legitimately worried about the petrol cost and the time involvement of driving 1.5 hours there and 1.5 hours back. I mean, I didn't realise what a long journey it was until I just went for a discharge the other day, and yes, it took up all day really to go there and back. So yeah, I'd just like to say that for now. There are a lot of things wrong at Bootham Park Hospital, but the quality of care was definitely better than it is at the present at Roseberry Park Hospital. I have to say that. It was definitely better. The engagement of the psychiatrist was better as well. I mean, I had a very good looking psychiatrist at Roseberry Park, and he was a very personable character in some ways, but he wasn't really interested in engaging with me at all. And that diminishes you as a person as well, when the person treating you can't even be bothered to talk to you really. I mean, it may have been, I think I insulted him. He may have seen it as an insult. I said he was abusing me by coercing in it all, and it was an abuse of women and a vulnerable person. And I think he definitely decided to take the huff at that, and sort of refused to see me, because he said that I'd sent him away and I'd refused to see him. But I will explain later why I said that, and yeah, I'll leave it there for now. Okay then, bye for now, bye.